Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Barbarino. I am here with another yoga video for you. I am at Pep Phoenix, again in the yoga room. If you are not from Pep Phoenix, welcome. I'm glad you're here. If you are from Pep Phoenix, yay, I'm glad you're here. I miss you all a lot. It's really hard to be away from each other. So I wonder how you're doing. I'm doing okay. It helps to be here in a familiar place, so I hope that that will help you too. Just a reminder about yoga. We do yoga with our bare feet and wearing comfortable clothing. If you have a yoga mat, go get it. We'll use your yoga mat. If you don't, that's okay too. Just be careful where you place your hands and feet. You want to make sure that you don't slip or slide because you could get hurt. So let me tell you about today's class. It is going to be all about, ta-da, sun salutations. So a sun salutation is a group of yoga poses that we do in a certain order every time. This is a great thing to do first thing in the morning. So if you're looking to get centered or calm, this would be great. It stretches your body and it also helps you to become centered and calm. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, so I'm going to move over to my mat. We'll take 3 deep breaths to get started. We'll listen to our chime, and then I'll show you how to do a sun salutation. All right, come on over. So I am going to do these deep breaths, just sitting up big and tall right here. So I'm sitting up tall on my knees. So we're going to breathe in and bring our arms up. And then pause when you've taken in as much air as you can, and then exhale really slow. So let's do another one. You might reach your hands up over your head. That's good too. Pause at the top, and then exhale really slow. One last big deep breath in and up. Pause at the top, exhale really slow. Very good. I always notice on the slow exhale is where I notice that my brain starts to feel really peaceful. So I hope that you get that feeling too when you do this. Here's our chime. And remember, our chime is to just help us become mindful or to be right here, right now. Only in yoga class, only thinking about yoga. So let go of anything else, because goodness knows we have a lot of stress right now. Just try to let that go and just be present with me, okay? So here's our chime. Remember, just listen and notice when you can't hear it anymore. Here we go. Keep breathing. Don't hear it anymore. So we're done with that. Now stop and notice, how does your body feel? My body feels a little tired today, but peaceful, and my brain feels calm. So we are ready to get started. So the first thing that we're going to do in our sun salutation, we start right here in mountain pose. So I'm going to stand up. Let me show you how to know if you're in the right position for mountain pose. Because what we say is your feet should be hip distance apart or as far apart as your hips. So to know if you're correct, you want to make a fist with your hands, and put those fists right, find your hip bones, put them on there, and point straight down. So if my feet were close together like this, that would not be correct because I'm not pointing at them. So step them out until you're pointing at them, and then you know you're in perfect position for mountain, also called Tadasana. All right, so let's start. I'm going to face this way, and you want to make sure that you have room on your mat because we're going to be stepping backwards pretty soon. So for mountain pose, you're just standing big and tall, and then you're going to sweep your arms up towards the sun, breathing in. Put your hands together and just do a tiny back bend. Feels kind of nice. Let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to come forward and fold forward. So you're going to come down on your mat. Hands go down on the mat if you can without bending your knees. So if you can't do that without bending your knees, then just put your hands wherever they will reach without making your knees bend. All right, so I'm going to put my hands down on the mat and get your body as close together as you can. Make it as small and tight as you can. So you want to try to get your chest towards your legs. And then we're going to stay here for a minute. Notice how that feels up the back of your legs. And if you tip forward a little towards your toes, you feel a really big stretch coming all the way up. So this is a fold. All right, and then we are going to step our right foot back. So our left foot is going to stay up here and our right foot's coming back. And we are in a lunge. So we keep our hands down on the mat and our right foot's back. We're up on those toes and we're in a lunge, right? Just like this. Just feel that stretch. It should feel really, really nice. The next thing that we're going to do is take a breath in and then exhale and bring your left foot back. And now we are in plank position. Now, if you can't do this on your hands and toes, put your knees down. That's called a modification, and that's okay. You can do that. But if you don't need to, let's come back up on our toes and our hands, and let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to come down on our knees and then our belly right down here, flat on the floor. Our feet become flat. And then we're going to push back here. What pose is this? My yoga kids know. I can hear you shouting it. It's cobra pose. Let's make that snake noise. Yep, we're in cobra right here. So what I want you to do next is we're going to inhale and then we're going to exhale and put our toes down on the mat. We'll pick our knees up and then we'll be in down dog. So here we are in cobra. Breathe in. Exhale, push your body back to downward facing dog right here. So when we're in down dog, we are trying to push our body away from the mat. Push the top of your body towards your legs. Here we are. And you might want to walk the dog a little. So you pick one heel up and the other one goes down. And then the first heel goes down, the other heel goes up. So that is down dog. Your head is between your upper arms. Very good. Now I want you to look at the mat. And then you're going to pick that right foot back up and bring it up by your hands. So your right foot is up. And then step it forward, and we're in that lunge again right here. So we're in a big lunge. And notice your feet are very far apart from each other, right? You want to take up lots of room on your mat. Your hands are right next to your front feet. Now we're going to take another big deep breath in. And then we're going to step our left foot forward. And we'll be in a fold again as we exhale. And then we're going to inhale again and bring our body up and back. And let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to stand up again. And we end here in mountain. So you just did a whole sun salutation. How did that feel? It felt really good for me, and my body feels very stretched out. Did you notice that? It stretches all those muscles, right? All right, so we're going to do it again. This time, instead of bringing our right foot back, we're going to bring our left foot back. So if you remember, whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other. T-shirt went up. I have to fix it. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. All right, so here we are, back in mountain. Let's check to make sure our feet are correct, right? So hands on hips, point down, adjust your feet as necessary. There we go. So I am perfect in mountain or Tadasana. All right, here we go. Breathe in and bring your arms up. Hands together at the top and just do a tiny back bend. I'm looking up at the ceiling or where the sun would be. And let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to come forward and fold down. Remember, our hands are going to go on the mat unless you can't do that without bending your knees. So here we go. Hands on the mat, as long as you can do that without bending your knees. If you feel like you need to bend your knees, then just put your hands wherever they'll reach without bending your knees. All right, so hands on the mat, and then we want to let our head come down, like gravity take our head, and get as close, your whole body as close to it, to legs to your chest as you can. Hands are down. Very good. All right, now we're going to take our left foot this time and step back into a lunge. So once again, I want you to notice that my front foot is really far from my back foot, and that's the way it's supposed to be. So we get a big, big stretch. Our front knee is bent, the back leg is long, and we're getting a big stretch up our spine as well. All right, and now you're going to inhale, and then when you exhale, go ahead and do that now. Bring your front foot back to join that other foot. And now we're in a plank. Remember, the modification is you can set your knees down if you need to. All right, so I'm going to go back up on my toes. And let's hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down on our tummy. Come on down. Your hands are next to your chest. And we're going to push back to Cobra right here. This looks really good. It feels really good. So make your snake noise if you like. All right, if you remember, what comes next is that we're going to put our toes down on the mat. Right now, the tops of our feet are on the mat. When we go to the next pose, we're going to put our toes down. We will take a big deep breath in, and when we exhale, we'll go to downward facing dog. So everybody ready? So get your hands down on the mat. Get your toes down. Take a big deep breath in. And now exhale to downward facing dog right here. And this pose makes that upside down V. And if you want to walk your feet out, you can. Let's hold this pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take your back foot, your left foot, and bring it up by your hand. So just bring it up there. And if it didn't get all the way up, just walk it up. You can do it. And now we're in that lunge again, right here. So let's hold this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your back foot forward, and then let's stay folded right here. Just nice and folded. And then you're going to take a breath in, bring your arms up, come on back. Breathing, breathing, breathing the whole time. Exhale, bring your hands down. We're back to mountain pose where we started. Isn't it nice? So that is a sun salutation. You just did it twice. It is a great way to start your day. All right, we did a lot of stretching. So, and maybe a lot of pushing our limits a bit. So what we're gonna do is sit down on the mat, and I'll give you a few more stretches to make your body feel nice and good and stretched out, relaxed. And then we'll do Shavasana, which is my favorite pose, and I know it's a lot of the students' favorite as well. So what you can do is cross your feet at the ankle and then sit down, and you'll be sitting crisscross applesauce. All right, so this is one that I love to do towards the end of class when we're getting ready to relax, and it's just we're going to make our bodies into a little tiny ball and rock back and forth and side to side, and that sort of massages your spine a little bit. So we're going to uncross, and then we're going to lie down and pull your knees in, and then let's rock side to side. Let your head rest. Ooh, that feels really, really good. And then you can rock front and back just a little, even tinier, just a little, and then side to side. And now I want you to put your feet down on the mat. And then, before we start Shavasana, let's send our knees to the left. Your arms can be out wide, and then your head is going to look towards the right. Knees to the left, head to the right. And you are just getting a nice little twist and a stretch right in here. It feels so nice. Let's hold that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe your legs back up. Now your knees are going to the right, and your gaze is going to the left. And we're getting that twist right down here. It feels so nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now you can just put your feet out in front of you. Put your arms next to your body, not tight next to your body, but right about here. Palms are facing the ceiling. And we're going to do Shavasana. I'm going to sit up. You stay down. Let me show you. Oh, I got this guy. This little plushie is going to do Shavasana. So I will show you. So I'm going to put him down on the mat, right? Oh, he's got a tail. I don't know how straight he's going to lay. All right, on the mat. And his feet are just falling open. His arms, his hands are facing the ceiling. This is another eye pillow from one of the kiddos in the Superstars. So I'm going to put this on the plushie's eyes right there. And you can do the same thing. So just be on your mat. Stretch your body out long. Your arms are next to your body, palms facing the ceiling. Close your eyes if that is comfortable for you. If you have something that you want to place over your eyes, it might help you relax a little. Go ahead and do that. If you don't, that's okay too. See if you feel comfortable closing your eyes. And then I want you to keep breathing. So we're going to breathe in and out. All right, so I want you to notice how your body feels when you're in Shavasana. Notice how your feet are feeling. Are they still? Are you moving them all around? Can you get them still? Make your feet be still. Make your legs nice and still. Keep breathing. How about your arms? Are they still? Are they moving? Are you twitching? Make your arms nice and still. Don't let them do any work at all. All they have to do is rest on the mat or the floor. And now notice your jaw. Are you clenching your teeth? Is your tongue on the roof of your mouth? If it is, open your mouth, bring your tongue down, let your jaw relax. And then notice your forehead. Do you feel like it's wrinkled? If so, smooth it out. Just think about smoothing it out. Keep breathing. have you take a couple more deep breaths. Another big deep breath in. On this next breath, breathe in, and then you're going to take your eye pillow off or whatever might be covering your eyes and slowly sit up. Take your time to sit up. Mr. Plushie's sitting up. He loved having something up here to help his eyes close. I think I said this in one of the classes. When we put something on our forehead or right over our eyes, it helps turn on the calm centers in our brain. So it's a great thing to do. All right, so we're going to end our class now. First, I want you to know how grateful I am that you're tuning into these videos and doing some yoga. You're doing a great thing for your body and your mind when you do yoga, and it makes my heart very happy. All right, so let's end with a big deep breath in. Bring your arms up. Let's exhale super slow. Namaste. The good in me sees the good in you. Thank you so much, and I will see you again next time.